If we want to add this container over here, including the background image, we simply have to click on those dots or over here on the first section from structure. Then we have the container settings over here, the style settings over here, including the background image, and the advanced settings over here. For the layout, we have the container layout from over here, the container width, the width from over here. We can also choose something else instead of pixels from over here, like percentage, view width, and so on. The minimum height, like so. The direction of the items being those widgets that we can also see if we click on this arrow to expand the first section. The justifying of the content, like so. The alignment of the elements, like so. And the gap between the elements, like so. We also have the option for no wrap or wrap. By going to style, we can see the background settings over here. We can change the image by clicking over here to something else. We can also have a solid color from over here. We will have to delete the image in order to see the solid color by clicking on this icon. For the image, we have image resolution, image position, attachment, scroll or fix, repeat option from over here, and display size from over here, like so. Some scrolling effects if we want to, and some mouse effects if we want to. We can also have a gradient if we want to, like so, a video or a slideshow. By adding the images over here, we can change the position by dragging them. And we have some slideshow settings over here, like infinite loop, direction, transition, and so on. For background overlay, we can have a solid color, like so, with the opacity from over here, and the blend mode from over here. And we also have the state for hover. Let's choose a gradient. And we can see it like so. If we don't want this effect, we can simply click once again over here on the icon. We also have some settings for the border, like border type, border width, border color. We can also use global colors from over here and the border radius from over here. We can always click on this icon like so in order to unlink the values, and then we can customize them individually, like so. We also have box shadow. We can change the color from over here, the horizontal distance, the vertical distance, the blur, the spread, and of course outline or insert. We can always click on this icon to go back to default. And we have shape dividers for top and for bottom. The type from over here, the color from over here, the width, the height. We can flip it and we can bring it to front, like so. And there are the same settings for the bottom as well. And by going to advanced, we can see that we have padding set to percentage and to 50% to right. That's why we have this space over here, and to 5% to left. By going to the next section, we can see that we have this space over here between those two containers. That's from advanced, from margin, which is set to percentage to 50%.